It is known as black gold, the world's most expensive delicacy, harvested from a living dinosaur.
But before it reaches the crystal bowl, it begins here, with a creature unchanged for millions of years.
Precision is key. One wrong cut could ruin thousands of dollars of product. Inside, a treasure trove of flavor waiting to be unlocked. Welcome inside the Sturgeon Caviar factory. The journey begins at the aquaculture farm. These sturgeon have been raised for over 10 years to reach maturity. Temperature control starts instantly. The fish are submerged in an ice slurry to preserve freshness and reduce stress.
Manual scrubbing ensures the exterior is sterile before the incision is made.
Not every fish is ready. Ultrasound technology lets inspectors see inside, ensuring the roe is at peak maturity.
A humane, instant stun ensures the quality of the roe is not compromised by stress hormones.
Complete bleeding is essential. Any residue could taint the pure, salty flavor of the final caviar.
Before entering the sterile room, the incision site is sanitized one last time.
Now, the fish enters the Holy of Holies, the sterile extraction room, where the black gold is revealed.
In the sterile room, the process becomes surgical. There is no room for error. The roe sacs are delicate and worth a fortune.
The incision must be shallow, a millimeter too deep, and the master cutter risks slicing the egg sac, ruining the harvest.
There it is, kilograms of raw caviar tightly packed in natural membranes. This single haul can be worth thousands of dollars.
The ovaries are connected by tough tissue. The extractor separates them with the patience of a surgeon.
Once freed, the sacs are heavy. They can account for up to 15% of the sturgeon's total body weight.
Every gram is accounted for. This initial weight determines the yield efficiency of the entire batch.
Now, the eggs must be liberated. We use a traditional method that hasn't changed in centuries, the sieve.
The outer membrane is tough, but the eggs inside are fragile. The sac is broken open gently.
This is the art of screening. A gentle circular massage pushes the pearls through the mesh, separating them from the connective tissue.
Perfectly sized pearls drop freely, leaving the impurities behind.
The membrane is discarded. What remains is 100% pure, unadulterated roe.
A wash in ice-cold spring water removes any broken eggs or oil, firming up the texture of the pearls.
Quality control is obsessive. Inspectors hunt for even the tiniest speck of membrane using surgical tweezers.
The caviar must be dry before curing. Excess water would dilute the flavor and ruin the preservation process.
Heat destroys caviar. Instead, we cook with chemistry. We use pure, non-iodized mineral salt.
Precision is defined by the Malossol standard, meaning little salt, exactly 3.5% of the roe's weight, no more, no less.
The application must be even. Clumps of salt would burn the eggs, ruining the batch.
Metal spoons can break the eggs. The master uses his hands to fold the salt in, ensuring every single pearl is coated.
Science takes over. Osmosis pulls moisture out of the egg while the salt penetrates the membrane.
This white foam is natural brine. It means the curing is working, firming up the egg walls to give it that famous pop.
Timing is critical. Too short and it spoils. Too long and it becomes a salty, dry raisins.
The curing is complete. The brine is drained away, leaving behind a transformed product.
Surface moisture is the enemy. The pearls are gently rolled until they are perfectly dry, but internally juicy.
The texture is now changed. The skin is taut. It should offer resistance then. Pop.
A microscopic mist of oil is applied to keep the pearls separate and glowing.
Before the final jars, the caviar must rest. It is packed into large maturation tins to let the flavors harmonize.
Heavy rubber bands create pressure, forcing out any remaining air bubbles during the aging process.
It enters the vault, kept at exactly -2 degrees, cold enough to preserve, but warm enough not to freeze the salt water.
Here it sleeps for weeks, sometimes months, developing the complex, nutty notes that define world-class caviar.
The vault is opened. After months of aging, the oils have matured. The surface should look like a black mirror.
The nose knows first. It should smell like a clean ocean breeze. Any hint of fishiness and the entire tin is rejected.
Metal spoons oxidize the flavor. We use mother of pearl, inert and pure, to taste the true essence of the egg.
Color determines value. The lighter the egg, golden or amber, the rarer and more expensive the caviar. This is imperial grade.
Size matters. We look for the 000 grade, eggs larger than 3 millimeters. These command the highest price.
The ultimate test, firmness. The eggs must separate easily and roll like jewels, leaving no wet trail behind.
Passed. This tin is certified as Royal Select, ready for the world's finest restaurants.
The final step is the transfer. From the aging vault to the retail vessel, handled with extreme delicacy. Oxygen is removed one last time. A high-tech vacuum seal ensures the caviar stays suspended in time until opened. The label is a promise. It carries the site's tracking number, proving this is legal, sustainable, and authentic.
Packaged like jewelry. Because at this price point, it isn't just food. It's an experience.
The cold chain must never break. Surrounded by ice packs, it can travel halfway around the world without rising a single degree.
From the remote farm to the world's most exclusive tables in Tokyo, New York, and Paris. The journal ends here. The salty, nutty explosion of flavor that defines true luxury.
From an ancient dinosaur to black gold, this is the art of sturgeon caviar.